What inspired the artist party?
Well, what inspired the artist party? I remember calling one friend who was an artist, and we've been kind of like following each other for a while, supporting each other, exchanging black business between one another. She did my hair a couple times, and she also blew my mind on stage several times. Her name is Ayana Clark, and Ayana, her lovely, lovely stage name is Ayana Shade. And she was the first person I called for the first artist party in January of 2014. And I asked her if she would perform. And it didn't feel right asking somebody who has clearly influenced my life and my emotions with her talent. It didn't feel right asking her to come do that for free. So I just was like, I think that people from the door, if I get tickets from the door, I should be able to pay you. So she said, word, let's do it. And I realized that I actually could call up my friends. I can call up people who were not just Facebook friends, but people who've actually been following on this journey with me. We could kick this back up. Just because the Shadow Lounge is gone does not mean that we all have to suffer through everything by ourselves. We're not alone. Artists, you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not invisible. You're still here. I see you. I do. So I get like that sometimes because sometimes I feel alone. And sometimes I feel like, can't we have that back? It's within us. It was never in the building. That Shadow Lounge feeling is within us. So if we want to call all of our folk back to the spot, guess what's going to circle around that pot? That good stuff. True. Yeah. True. So that's what inspired the artist party. Okay. That longing, the longing for the Shadow Lounge.
And what makes you want to do the artist party again after a 2-year hiatus?
After 2 years of going to artist party events, after 2 years of going to artist events in the city, being invited to some, sitting down and watching a few, I realized that we're kind of in the same place as we've always been when it comes to artist appreciation. And a lot of times it's the organizers who aren't the artists. And it's great when the organizer is also an artist. So because I'm an artist, I figured I should be an organizer. So if the artists could organize themselves, we could become more than pretty. We could be more than handsome. We could be more than popular. We could be more than angry. We could be more than magic. We could actually be a force, a recognizable, feelizable force within our community.
Like the Justice League.
Yeah, we absolutely could. There's nothing wrong with that because sometimes we don't feel like we matter.
Justice League of Artists.
And if we're not growing as a community, if people from Pittsburgh are not flying off into other places to do big things, of course they are in their own ways. Of course we are. But now that we have Facebook, and Facebook is getting thicker and heavier every year, right? Because now we can go live, and now we can, add filters on photos and do all these things that we weren't able to do 2 years ago. Yes, we had filters 2 years ago, but things have changed in the last 2 years.
And these new emojis, yo. Y'all remember when they started with the heart and all the happy face and all? I was just like, it was like
the reaction
7 months ago or something like that. Yeah, it hit. When it hit, I took a break. that's when I had to take a break. I was like, whoa, the Matrix got me. I'm not telling you don't get on Facebook, but when that happened, I was like, it's getting heavier, it's getting thicker.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely. And I'm not willing to let Facebook do all the work for me. I'm willing to take my art and put it somewhere smart, like in front of places that they can feel my heart. You feel me? That's where it belongs. It doesn't just belong on Facebook. I can't just be online all day. And we can't just get Facebook popular or whatever, because we'll be waiting all day to be popping on some daggone comma views. We may not get all the comma views, but I swear if we work on our art and we work on our talent and we work on our skill, we can grow and learn from one another. But if we're not in the space to learn from one another and to see each other expand and grow, shout out to every organizer that's ever been in existence. I think y'all are great, but some of you aren't artists. I know Fred Underwood is an artist. Shout out to Fred Underwood of Canvas of Words. He did the darn thing. We needed you this summer, and brother, you were there for us. So all the artists that he pulled out of the woodworks for that, I give mad props to, because some of y'all didn't think you could do it, and he helped you believe. So I support that. I do.
I know seeing a lot of different artists, we have that conversation with the one artist that kind of gets you, and you're like, why don't we all just band together? You know, why don't we all just unite? You know, and it's like, why don't we? I don't know why.
Why don't we?
Why don't we just come together? Because we know it's therapy. When you make work, when you paint, when you sing, when you write that song, you know it's therapy. And it's not just therapy for you, it's therapy for the audience. So, and then when you know it's therapy, you know it's sacred. But we won't go that far.
Come
Feel
on.
it when you're there. Just feel it. Hallelujah. Feel it when you're there.